Good day everyone, welcome back to another video from easyJulia Coding by Mathematician YouTube channel. In this episode we will plot the gamma function as a two-dimension plot example. So for that we firstly remind the definition of the gamma function here. This is the Wikipedia web page for gamma function. You can see some descriptions about the gamma function. And now here, one of the main equivalent definition of the gamma function is this one. Okay. And we will try to plot the gamma function for non-negative values here. So for that, we need to call a special package for that, which is called SpecialFunctions package. We will put the link of these two web pages in the description section as well. In this package you will be able to see the other useful special functions here, such as beta function, and you might find some other useful description for the special functions. Okay, now here let's go back to the Atom text editor. In this episode, like the previous one, we will proceed with Atom text editor. So firstly we need to write pkg, because we need to use that. So then we need to install the SpecialFunctions package. So for that I need to write, okay, I hope you remember these syntaxes from the previous weeks. Okay, so for the first time this will take some time installing SpecialFunctions. Okay, after that then press enter. Okay, so it will take some time. Here I have shortened the video so you don't need to wait a lot. So now let's see what we have now, what packages. I mean, we wanna plot two-dimension functions and use some other packages. Okay, so okay, here, so yeah, we have now a SpecialFunctions package. Okay, now let's get started by creating a Julia file here. I'm writing hash sign here because I wanna comment the line that I wanna write, and I'm writing the date, which usually I prefer to do that, the date of the creating file. Okay, then I'm writing some simple familiar codes. Okay, then I will press Command Shift Enter. Okay, so okay, as you see it run. Okay, now because I wanna see that how I can comment several lines, so I'm writing more codes here. Okay, in order to be able to comment several lines I put equality immediately after hash, and I can close it in after the code immediately writing equality and hash signs. And after running that, okay, you can see that it gives us just the result of the last line. Now let's write the codes related to the main purpose, which was plotting gamma function. For that we need to call SpecialFunctions that we just installed. So I'm writing using special functions, and as you see that it's blackish because we didn't remove this equality after hash. Okay, what else I need is using plots package, and I need pyplot package to have extra feature. Now I'm writing here, actually I'm defining the domain of the gamma function. So I hope you remember how we are able to write the range. As I said, we consider just non-negative values. For the length I can put 20, but let's put n here, and we can adjust n every time here. So I put n equal 20 here. Now after this, writing the plot syntax, so just let's be careful how we are able to write these codes. So every x is tending to gamma x. Okay, now I pressed Command Shift Enter, so it will take some time because we wanna use for the first time the special functions and plots. Okay, now here on the right you can see the plot, but it seems that the length 20 is not so good, so we might improve it to 30. Okay, and Command Shift Enter again. Now it took very less time to run this, and we can increase this one 100. Okay, now it is very finer. Okay, let's try plot gamma function in another way. So in order to do that, I'm commenting the ladder line, and I'm defining y equal to gamma of x. Then I'll write plot xy. Then I'll press Command Shift Enter. So okay, so unfortunately we've got some errors, and remember that x is a list of numbers, but y is just we need to ask ourselves that is it possible to get y from a list of numbers. So we've got matching problem here, and so we need to put dot after gamma in this condition, so y will get the numbers of the x one by one. So as you see that it works now, we can increase the length here. Okay, so it works, it really works. So this is another way to work and plot gamma function. So let's get back to our previous version and work and continue in that way. Okay, now let's measure the time that we need to plot this, actually the time of running this code. So I'm defining st time underline ns, and st is a variable, and we will talk about the variables in upcoming videos. But what does time ns do? So I'm writing question mark here, typing immediately time underline ns. So it's written that it's measuring the codes in terms of nanoseconds. So I'll divide to 10 to 9, so I'll get timing in terms of seconds. and I'm closing the end point, the end part that I want to measure the time. So I'm again defining here st, and I'm subtracting with the initial point, and then dividing by 10 to 9, 10 hat 9, not 10 double star 9. Okay, so I want to have this timing printed for me, so I'm writing print and maybe some extra explanation inside of the quotations which will print me exactly what I want, and of course st here. Then I'll press Command Shift Enter, and it will give me some results in terms of seconds. Let's have some labels in our plots. So for that, I'm writing inside of the plot label equal to inside of the quotations y equal gamma of x. How to write gamma? You can find it on the internet. So the code for the gamma is U0393, and for x-axis you can write in this way, and I prefer to make it capitalized, and you can write in the same way for the y-axis. So then I'll do Shift Enter line by line, so it worked. So as you can see that we have now y, x, and the label that I wanted to have. We could also to try these labels writing in another way. So I'm deleting them, and okay, let's have some space for writing them. So I'm writing x-axis exclamation mark parenthesis inside of the quotations. I'm writing the same thing, and I can write the same thing for y-axis. Then I'll okay, let's close firstly the plot. Okay, then I'll run line by line by Shift Enter. So it worked. If in case it didn't work, we can do something else. So I'm calling plot as p here. Then I'll use display syntax. Then I'll press Command Shift Enter, and it will give the result and time as well appropriately. For the last step, we want to have a title for our plot, so I'm writing title exclamation mark. So then inside of the quotation I'm writing plots of the gamma function. Okay, then I'll press Command Shift Enter. Okay, so it will be written on the plot. Okay, so it worked. So this is the last thing that we wanted to work in this week. So in this week actually we know some about special functions. We remember how to call our previous installed packages, and having time underline ns, and so we actually plotted two-dimension function, and we had some label and legend and title for our plots. So I hope you enjoyed, and please don't forget to subscribe us.